Today I'm recreating one of the oldest quilt patterns in history, but with a twist and using nothing but scraps. This quilt is the perfect blend of the past and the present, and I cannot wait to show you how it all came together. Now, if you had to guess, what is the most ancient quilt pattern? The log cabin? The pinwheel? Maybe the crazy quilt? There isn't one definite answer, but if I had to place a bet, I would say the 4-patch. I love this block. So simple, so satisfying to make, and today I'm reinventing it. Grab your scraps and let's get cutting. We'll need pieces that are at least 2.5 by 5 inches, but if your scraps are smaller, 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares will work just fine. Cut both your color fabrics and your white fabrics. We will need both for each block. And of course, you can make this in any size you want, and the bigger the blocks, the easier it will be. If you use your charm pack squares, you can put your 4 patches together much faster. And here it is, our first 4 patch ready to go. Now we take our 4 patch, which is actually a finished quilt block all on its own, so feel free to stop here if you like, and we could cut it into 9 equal pieces, for example. And if you cut it that way, you will get a charming disappearing 4 patch. So if you never tried that, please do, you will love it. Today, however, we want to cut our middle pieces smaller than the corner ones, so we cut 1 inch outside the center seam, and we do that in all directions. Now we just switch these pieces around real quick, and this is what we get. It may not look like much on its own right now, but it will look gorgeous in the overall pattern. And before we know it, we have 2 quilt blocks all ready to sew. So let's do that. I haven't done one of these in a very long time, and to be honest, I don't understand why. This is kind of the perfect block. Easy, quick to make, but stunning once we're done, which are my absolute favorite kinds of projects. There is a free flow quality to these that I love, and the fact we're using our scraps to make them, what more could we possibly want? Loving these already. We need to press them and trim them, of course, before we can see them in their finished form. Look at these, how pretty. Time to make some more. I am thinking 64 in total will do the trick. So we need 8 in each color, let's get to it. We will also need some transitional ones, and by transitional ones, I mean blocks that feature at least 2 colors. That makes the shift between colors much more subtle, and the more blocks you make, the smoother you can make that transition. There is something magical about using scraps to create something stunning. You know, pieces of fabric that I would either throw away or forget about, and I get to use them and create something like this. And that brings me joy every single time. I can't put into words how satisfying this is. It almost makes up for the fact that working with scraps is more troublesome than just cutting from yardage. So trust me when I tell you, I get why you may not want to use your scraps, because there is a lot of work involved between sorting, cutting to size, ironing, etc., etc. And I get that extra bit of motivation, that final push I need to do it, from watching my fabric stash get smaller and smaller with each project. I don't believe I'll ever run out of them because I sew so much, but they are definitely under control, which is more than I could say way back when I would stash them in bags or containers and every couple of months just throw them away because they were taking up too much room. As you can see, once we get past that arranging scraps stage, there's nothing to it, and taking that extra simple step of mixing fabrics within the same block really does make a big difference in the overall look of it. Now, another thing I'm noticing with this one is that the fabrics don't really make that much of a difference. I mean, I love my stash. It's made up of fabrics I bought because I think they're pretty. So naturally, I'm going to love the scraps I'm working with. But even if I used fabric I didn't like as much for this, as long as the colors are right, it wouldn't really make that much of a difference because the pieces end up being so small and so blended together, it won't hurt the quilt if you use uglier fabrics. I'm not sure, but you get what I mean. The fact you can use any fabrics for this makes it actually more of a stash buster than I had realized, which is really, really cool. And before we know it, we are done, and this is what we get. Time to puzzle. My favorite part. I don't know what I'll do. I do know I want to follow the traditional rainbow sequence for this because for the life of me, I am unable to do it any other way when rainbow colors are involved. It just feels wrong. So let's see what we get. And just because I'm doing the rainbow sequence, it does not mean we need to start with the purple though. And this is a perfect circle. You can start with any color and work your way from there, and it will still look absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to show you how a simple and understated quilt block can actually create a stunning, one-of-a-kind quilt. I am doing 8x8 blocks, so it doesn't really matter which side I start sewing from. I usually go for the longer rows because it's much quicker, or it feels much quicker to me to get it done. I'm using my 1/4 inch foot for this, and yes, my machine is being repaired again. So I'm back to this very, very old genome, which is also starting to get sassy with me. I swear, it's either my karma to work with sewing machines that like giving me anxiety, or it's a sign I should definitely start thinking of getting a new one. Almost there. How quick and easy has this been? Let's press our quilt top real quick, and I can't believe I used to press as little as I possibly could. Now, as far as I'm concerned, it is one of the most important steps for a great finished result. This is what we have, a disappearing 4-patch quilt top looking so stunning you wouldn't believe it was made out of scraps. Quick, easy, and so much fun. I hope you agree, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.